it into the deep end of the pool.
Longer kicks, lower trajectory. He's got to get this ball up so it's not blocked.
And a timeout. He'll kick anyway, and that would have been good.
Plenty of leg.
That would have been good, but the Battlehawks called timeout. 64-yard try for the lead. Good snap, good hold, line drive kick, and it is good!
64-yard field goal, game winner, week 1 of the United Football League to secure victory over the St. Louis Battlehawks. This was the second longest field goal in pro football history. Over the regular season, he made 17 of his 22 field goals. He only had one miss that was within 50 yards. The rest of his misses were beyond 50. So naturally, he drew a lot of NFL attention, and now he's reportedly being signed by the Detroit Lions. So let's take a look back at his season and take a look at where these field goals were coming from and where they were crossing the goalpost through. For me, when it comes to field goal kickers, making and missing the field goal, well, that's all that matters. That's not enough. It's not enough information to gauge how accurate a kicker is. So for me, I like to think of the field goal post as a range of 1 to 10, with 1 being far to the left and 10 being far to the right from the kicker's perspective. What's really incredible too is that we forget, because he just hit the second longest field goal in pro football history in week 1. Week 2, he goes out for a 62-yarder and he makes it. And it's actually only his third field goal attempt in college or pro football. He has only kicked kickoffs in college. And then he plays for the Michigan Panthers, and right off the bat, they send him out for a 64-yarder. And then his other field goal in week 2, it's a 53-yarder, and it's essentially right down the middle. That's what I label sector 5, where it goes through. Week 3, he kicks 2 field goals, makes them both. First one, 46-yarder, goes through third sector. The next one, 55 yards, goes through the second sector. Very close to the post, but at that point, when you're kicking from beyond 50 yards and you're getting close to 60, if you kick it and you make it, that's all that matters. You can throw the system in the garbage. Most kickers don't have the leg to even make it that far.
At the end of the first half,
in week 4, we see him attempt a 49-yard field goal as his only field goal, and it's right down the middle. So in week 5, we see him miss 2 field goals, which actually, for his sake, I was happy that we saw him miss it kind of midway through the season, because from this distance, you're going to miss eventually. So a 58-yarder, he missed by about what I consider 2 or 3 sectors to the right, and then a 62-yarder was just a hair to the right. And so they're very close still. And then we did see him make one from 30 in week 5, but this was good because it's a chance for him to go through some adversity and then show how he bounces back from that. One more quick look at the 62-yard field goal that was missed just to the right. Notice how he does have a guy coming in from the left about to block it. So to me, it seems like he's trying to kick it around him, and that could have impacted the kick. So that is one thing to consider with this miss. Week 6, Jake Bates really goes to work. He hits a 55-yarder right down the middle. He hits a 43, a 60, a 45, a 29, a 49, a 42. He hits 7 field goals in this game, and they're all pretty close to the middle, aside from the 49-yard one is a bit to the side, sector 2. This kick right here I really like, because you got the guy coming in on his right side, and it doesn't seem to affect the trajectory of the kick at all. He just focuses on the kick, hits it right through the uprights.
And the kick by Bates is true from 49-yard try for Bates. And the kick by Bates is good.
This one he does miss, but it's negated by a penalty as Arlington has too many men on the field. You've got the guy coming in on the right side. It seems to affect where he's aiming, but he gets to try again 5 yards closer for the game winner in the dying seconds of the game, and it's pretty much perfect. Week 7's another week where he's perfect. He goes 3 for 3. First one from 51 yards, goes through sector 7. Plenty of leg. Next one is just from 22 yards. And pretty much right down the middle. And then his third one in this one, he hits it from 40 yards, and it's also very close to the middle. Week 8, he only kicks 1 field goal, and it's a miss by just 2 sectors to the right from 51 yards. Then in week 9, similar to week 8, he only kicks 1 field goal, and unfortunately it's a miss. This one, it's 3 sectors to the right.
39 yards, and it's very rare.
Week 10 last week of the regular season, we see him make one from 39, pretty much right down the middle. Then we see him make another from 44, a little bit to the right, kind of mid-right, sector 8 I call it.
And that's right on target.
And then his last one, this is for the game winner, dying seconds of the game, and it's just 4 sectors to the right.
The kick is no good.
And this brings us to the playoffs. He gets quite a lot of tape in the playoff game, which was a loss to Birmingham. First one, 53-yarder. A little bit off of the middle, but that's a really good kick for 53 yards. Sector 7. Then he hits a 42, sector 8, a little bit closer to the right, but that's still very good. Then a 39-yard field goal. This one a little bit closer to the left, but a very good kick. 25-yarders, pretty easy for him.
He's all UFL for a reason.
And then here we do have his miss, 51 yards, just slightly to the left. And then his last kick of the game, it's 44 yards. It is not successful because it is blocked. And you see him go down on the kick. It's anyone's guess who's to say what the trajectory of the kick was going to be. But regardless, the kick is blocked. Quick recap of the season, 17 of his 22 field goals were made, only one missed within 50 yards. And then in the playoffs, he was 4 for 6, one was blocked, and then there was the one miss. But as you can see looking at the chart of where we put where his kicks were, keep in mind we're not measuring the height, this is mostly just left and right. You can see very obviously that he's a very accurate kicker with very impressive distance. So if you like, you can check out this image, download it on your computer. I'll put it up on our website at UFL News Hub, and I'll link the article regarding his recent reported signing with the Detroit Lions, which should happen on Tuesday per UFL league rules.
When you kick from that far, for you, do you change the point of contact on the ball or where you line up at all?
No. I mean, with the whole Justin Tucker thing a couple years ago where he did the little extra step, he was from 66, I think, and I mean, I trust my leg from there where, you know, I would rather miss it my way than miss it away trying to do something different. So
we were what, 63, 62, something like that?
Where?
Years today? 64.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so, I mean,
sorry, jeez.
Sorry
about that.
I've seen myself do it before, so I had confidence, and I didn't think I needed to just change anything. And, you know, I got a perfect snap, perfect hold, and hit the ball.
Thanks for watching this breakdown. My name is Jonathan Klink. I write for CFL News Hub and UFL News Hub. I'm looking forward to unpacking the CFL season with them. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate that. This video took longer than I wanted it to make, so I hope you enjoyed it. Also, you should subscribe because I'm very famous, and you've probably seen me on TV, national TV.
Just looking for Mariner there.